I'm going to reduce the heat because I don't want to burn my house down. What's up, you guys? Sorry for the delay. I know it's been a while. Actually, it's midnight right now and I'm freaking tired, but I knew I had to do this freaking video for you guys. So today's dish is actually Bahamian inspired. I had eaten this dish from the Bahamas before, but my recipe is actually, instead of using mahi-mahi, we're gonna be using Barracuda. Yeah, don't worry, the Barracudas I have is not poisonous. They're not that large, so they don't have that ciliaria or anything like that. On top of that, I will be using a lobster tail, the one that we actually caught. And yeah, let's get started. So first off, we gotta cut this lobster tail in half. And I have here 2 pieces of fillets of Barracuda. So I'm gonna season both the same exact way by cutting this lobster tail in half, like we did right here. Get insertion. Yeah. So just cut that right there down the middle. Yeah. We want to take this vein out. This is all poop and everything. It's disgusting. With our split lobster tail and our 2 pieces of fillet, we're gonna just season it with some black pepper, sea salt, paprika. Oh, a little bit too much, but just a good amount. And you can't forget the garlic powder. I'm gonna do both sides of the fillet the same way. Garlic powder, paprika, salt, and your black pepper. We'll shear it a little bit first so it has that little burn flavor. I just like it. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. So to sear it, it's actually very simple. I like to use some olive oil and yeah, just stick it on the pan. Really hot pan. Just pour it out right here, just like that. We'll start with our lobster tail, okay? And then we'll just stick it in here. So we want to sear this in a high heat, probably for about 2 minutes each side. Oh man, this oil is crazy. I'm going to reduce the heat because I don't want to burn my house down. Alright, so it's reduced to a medium high. And hopefully that will work. Meanwhile, you're gonna basically make a tray with aluminum foil like this. You want the aluminum foil to be two times the size of length. So when you close it up, you could just easily close it up. And you'll just poke holes in it. So this is probably like the length that you need, double the size. Alright, now flip it. Just sear it for another 2 minutes. The lobster, you don't have to flip it. You can have it seared for a total of 4 minutes. It's not a problem, because when you stick it in the oven, it's going to fully cook all of the meat. Okay, when it's seared for a total of 4 minutes already, you can just put it aside. Alright, turn off that heat. I do suggest you to use a deeper tray, just so it could hold the juices. You don't want like all that juice just like leaking out when you pull it out of the oven. So this tray is probably like 1/2 inch thick or 3/4 of an inch thick. You probably want to use something that's around 2 inches. So let's start setting this thing up. Start decorating it up with some, you know, some nice tomatoes. Just want to put down the side. We got some good tomatoes. The next thing we want to put is onions. I have here like a 1/4 cup of onions. If you don't like that much onions, you could use less, but I like 1/4 cup. This is about 6 cloves of garlic diced up, about 2 tablespoons. So we're just gonna add it to the mix. It does have some olive oil already on it, so it could cook better. Next thing we wanna throw in there is the mushrooms. These are oyster mushrooms. You could use any type of mushroom. Let's toss this in there. And the next thing is the kimchi. So kimchi, I have about a 1/4 cup of kimchi. If you don't know how to make kimchi, I made a video on how to make kimchi. Just look down the link below or up, wherever I'm gonna put it. I don't even know where I'm gonna put the link, to be honest with you. But yeah, just look at that logo with the banana on the boat. Click on that logo and you'll see all my videos. And one of the videos is the kimchi video. Kimchi. Yeah, I know I don't hold a chopstick correctly, but I don't care. This is how I always held the chopstick since I was a little kid, so it's kind of the way I hold a pencil too. I don't hold it the proper way. Oh, you want to spill all the juices in here. Yeah. So lemon. There's 1 whole lemon here. I'll squeeze the juice of this halfway there so it has a little bit of juice. And now we want to stick the lobster and the 2 fish that we actually had right on top of this. I'll put lobster tin in the middle. I'll have 1 piece of fish here and 1 piece of fish here. I have a tablespoon of Korean hot pepper powder. So this is really gonna change that flavor up to a more Asian fusion style Caribbean dish. I'll pour this gradually in, just like that. Guys, I have to admit to you, this is my first time doing this dish. I don't even know how it's gonna come out. I don't even know if it's gonna taste good. But I have made Caribbean mahi-mahi in foil many times. Sorry, camera ran out of battery, so I just had to adjust that right now. So yeah, where were we? Oh yeah, we were right here where we added the Korean hot pepper flakes. So what I like to do is also throw in, and this is like the secret ingredient right here, it's cilantro. This cilantro right here makes this dish come out with flavor. So I have 1/2 cup cilantro diced up and I'm just gonna add it on. Be generous with the cilantro. Cilantro is good. So back to the lemon, you wanna just like pour that in like this, and a little bit more lemon. This dish is supposed to be sour and spicy, just like if you went to the Bahamas. And I have these little slices that I'm just gonna add on for added flavor. And the last ingredient, which is very important, is butter. I really like butter, but if you don't, you could use half a stick. This is kind of like 3/4 of a stick of butter. So what you want to do is you want to kind of like just cut this into pieces and then just toss it in there. Not the most conventional way, but it'll work. So just cut this up. Now this kind of right here, there. Butter right on the fish, on the sides, everywhere. Just add a little bit more lemon. So the last thing to really do is to just close up the foil. That's right here. And like that. And what I like to do, oops, forgot a piece of butter. This will just stick in there. And roll it up. So it's kind of, you want to roll up the sides so it's kind of like a little packet so the juice doesn't like just flow out. Even if it does flow out, it'll like just drip all over the tray. But you really want to keep the juices in there, the butter, the lemon, and everything boiling, so it gives all of that food nice, good flavor. So what I'm going to do is just cut like a few holes onto it so steam can come out. I have the oven set at 400 degrees, and it's literally just put it in the oven for 25-30 minutes. You're good to go. So while we let that bake in the oven, I do want to show you some footage of when we caught the Barracuda. Fun fact about this Barracuda, it was under 36 inches, so I was not really afraid of any type of ciguataria or poison or bacteria that this Barracuda would have. I believe it's some sort of algae that they eat, and that causes some sort of bacteria in the skin, and then if consumed, you know, you could get really sick or you could even die from it. But like I said, it was under 36 inches, so I was not really scared of it. Another fun fact, back then I used to catch Barracuda all the time, and I would literally take the heads of the Barracuda, put it next to an ant pile, and if the ants got on top of it, I would say, green light, good to go, we could eat this fish. Yeah, buddy. Now, moment of truth. Gonna get a plate first. Guess I'll go for the fish first. This is Barracuda. See how it is. I really don't know how it tastes, to be honest with you. This is the first time this has ever been done. It's literally my invention. But hey, you know, what could go wrong? Oh man, I think, honestly, wow, this is actually not that bad. I mean, it's not even bad at all. I mean, like, I would go to a restaurant and I would pay for this. Not trying to brag. It's just, I'm pretty shocked that this came out pretty good. Now, this right here is some good stuff, bro. Some good stuff. It's 1 in the morning. I'm starving. I literally haven't ate. That's like literally the first piece of food I put in my mouth for the past 7-8 hours. So to end this video, peace!
What you got there, Joe?
We got stuff that is going to the Bahamas. I want to donate to that lady that saved 100 dogs. You know, you really inspired me. So Banana on the Boat is donating $5,000 worth of stuff to you. We got dog bows, we got stuff so you can brush the dog's hair, dog toys. These are all brand new. They're all dog bows. Here's a cage just in case one of the dogs get really aggressive, and I know how it works. We have buckets so you can clean the dogs and everything. Trying to get this to the Bahamas as fast as we could.